everyone, this is Aisha Mubarak Ali. I'm a fusion tech artist and a creative director. My interest is in technology and its fusion with innovation. So I find new ways of collaboration because I believe that interdisciplinary approach is going to be the single most important thing for us to navigate the next decade at least and even forward. So the project that I'm currently working on is a collaborative project, I would call, because I'm designing like 12 different projects which is going to turn into 12 different episodes. And the idea is to invite tech enthusiasts, the innovators, artists, and visionaries, thought leaders in a single room. Obviously, it's going to be planned. Each and every episode will have a structure, but the idea is to talk about the important things like space applications, like 3D printing. It's an amazing technology. Frontier technologies like artificial intelligence, machine learning, collection, all of these topics which are really relevant today. So the idea is to not just talk about them, not just give a very theoretical statements and a very like straightforward discussion with these people, but to bring them in a discussion where it's not just scores, it's not just like a podcast, but people are sitting together from different fields, from different backgrounds, and they're exchanging thoughts. They are actually doing hands-on some sort of project. For example, just imagine an artist who works with multidisciplinary installations is working with a data analyst, and there's also a biomedicine associated person in the room. So what would they will do, and how they would engage and how they would come up with the project is something that I want to get involved with, and I want to direct this kind of content, because the good thing about this is that yes, there's a direction, there's some level of scripted content, there is some level of outline for each idea and each episode that we want to shoot, but at the end of the day, everything that we get out of it, it's really going to be unique. Also, the way we want to shoot it, the structure, if I talk about it, it's going to be that this is going to be like a very futuristic environment. It's going to be like a show in that sense, where people are invited, they come in that innovation lab, sit together, have a discourse, and I will redirect the conversation. Like, today's topic is this, and we're talking about simulation and metaverse, but then also at the same time, if you have someone with the knowledge of astrobiology, right? Then how do they come together and take the lead and have a project? And now these kind of projects, because we're talking about innovation, we're talking about philosophy, we're talking about the psychology and psychological impacts of technology as well, not just the ethical side. So I think it's important to give that space to each of the featured person who we have on the show as a contestant, to have their side of the story and their point of view. And the interesting thing is that I haven't seen enough examples like this. If I want to do such projects, I haven't seen enough people collaborate in a way where you reach out of your comfort zone, out of your industry. And myself as an artist and a creative director, I haven't seen enough examples where artists have worked with a biologist, an engineer, be a sociologist, a philosopher. I mean, where are those interactions? I think true magic can happen if we showcase that example. I have a project that I recently worked on, called Sentience of Light, and it involves the standpoint of an artist with a data scientist and with a light pollution researcher. And that's quite interesting, because how do you bring all of these different professions, complex ideas together? And we created a beautiful body of 3D printed works which actually mapped these species which are already they are getting extinct because of the light pollution. So we gave the entire idea visibility through this approach. So it's definitely a very strong approach, and I think an entire show can be dedicated to this. We can involve a global community. We can even create a lot of side projects through this. Like, just imagine the people who are invited, let's say 4 people are invited per episode, and they come together and they create something. Now that film or that body of artistic work can even become a separate project. And that's quite interesting, because the futuristic projects what would that be, and how would we be in space? These are the kind of questions that we all need to think about. And the project that I'm working on, like I said, these 12 episodes of the first season is going to address exactly that. So yeah, really looking forward to this.